YouTube, Electric Adventures here with not a package in the mail but a local pickup from my brother-in-law. He's clearing out the spaces ready, well actually what he's doing is saving up for a PS4 or even an Xbox One. I'm not sure he's made up his mind. He mentioned PS4 first but then was talking about an Xbox One. But he's clearing out some of his old games. I mean, he had a few. I didn't want to get all of them. I just got some of the ones I was interested in. And the first one is a loose Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which he gave to me for a very good price of $10 because I've still got my box from my original copy. They got stolen. Yes, look, I paid $100 for that back in the day. So finally I have a cartridge, matching cartridge to go with the box, and it's not too bad. The gold hasn't worn off too much. I haven't tried it out yet to see whether the save. They've probably got their save games on there, of course. I haven't played that game for a very long time, so I probably wouldn't mind starting from scratch and having another go at it. Some of the other games that he had. This is another RPG for the Sega Megadrive, and it's Fairy Tale. I'm not sure I've ever played the Sega Megadrive version of this, so it'll be interesting to have a very quick look at it. It's very hard to pick up and play demos of role-playing games because you can only really have a quick look. Now the next one that I was most interested in, one I've been after for a while, was is Gary's, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, I've never played this game before, so it's another shooter. I mean, the cases aren't perfect, they've been in storage for a while, but I can always swap out cases, but other than that all the labels are fine. It's got a little bit of a crash damage, but it's complete. A little bit of a sticker on the label there, unfortunately, but he's obviously picked that up at some sale somewhere at some stage. That sticker looks like it's been on there for a very long time, so I don't know how I'll go with that. Now, another game that I've never heard of, or even seen a gameplay, Atomic Runner. The screenshots look quite interesting. I think that one's cartridge only. I mean, just gave me a list. I took most of the Mega Drive games he had. And another game, and no, I have not played this game before. I've played most of the other Shinobi games, but I've actually never played this one before. And it is Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi. So it's probably a good game to maybe get me back into the Shinobi games and platformers in general. It's not in too bad condition, the case won't stay shut on its own, but it's all complete and the label looks good. And he's more than likely the original copy of Truxton that actually belonged to me ages ago. So after all that, so this is what the PAL case looks like. I do have a Japanese version of this game loose, and I've got a printed case, but it's nice to get a well, it's in very good mint condition. The manual doesn't look like it's been touched. I probably never touched the manual back in the day when it was mine, and probably never did my brother-in-law. And the last two, he had a few titles for the Cube, and he did have more Nintendo 64 titles, but really they weren't my cup of tea. I'm not particularly collecting for that system because it's just crazy, and I said, look, you can sell them on eBay and you'll get more money for them. And then that went the same for some of the other GameCube games as well. But I grabbed these two because I've never played them. Well, I said I've never played a Metroid game at all. So I had Metroid Prime. So I thought I'd grab that and have a go at it. And it's in awesome condition. And another game that I've never played is Super Mario Sunshine. Because one thing from the Nintendo 64 that I really liked was Mario 64, so I mean, this is obviously around when the GameCube came out, but I bought the Star Wars game, and it obviously came with Luigi's Mansion, and then pretty much bought Star Wars games. So all over there, it's all pretty much Star Wars game, and some early Call of Duties and some Bond games, and that's all I really got for the GameCube. So it's just nice to find some more GameCube titles. Alright, we'll see how many of those we can do a quick play of, and so this video doesn't get too long, we better go do that. And just a quick insert here, I actually missed one. It actually fell down the side of the seat of my car. So there's one more Mega Drive title. It's Duel Master, which is quite an interesting looking one. So it's maybe a bit of a mix between a shoot 'em up and a platform game, because there seems to be above ground stuff and underground stuff. And it's complete and in very good condition. So we'll add that to the titles we're going to have a look at next. Right, here we go with Duel Master. Let's go for start button. So we've got our guy here. Jump. Normal attack. So like electrical field. Attack upwards. Aggressive. Just gotta choose the right direction of attack. Designates my health yet, but downstairs. There's a bit of health, perhaps. Time this. So you gotta. Ooh. No, we're dead. Yes, I'm not very good at beat 'em ups, as you can see. That game's probably got a lot more to it, but we've got a lot to get through, so I better move on to the next one. So next we have The Secret of Shinobi, which I'm sure there are plenty of gameplays out there. So once again, we'll only get into a quick. But this is a game never played, but probably should have. I've played other games in the Shinobi series. So let's see how bad I can go. Shurikens, jump. Oh, that's my special attack. Okay. Rescue the people. Doesn't take much to kill you. And there was a save point there too, so that's a little different from the Master System version. So it remembers which one was saved. Distance hit kills. Not good for beginner players, but anyway. So we can probably very easily go to our run out of lives. This is not going to take very long. Close range is just right. Hey, amazingly I finished the first section, so you saw it here first. Yeah, this game I could play. Yes, I have played the Master System equivalent, but this game is obviously that much better because it's on the Mega Drive. So what we'll do, as I said, plenty of gameplays of this out there, so we'll go for the next one now. Right, next we have Atomic Runner. Don't know anything about this game. Is that a title? Okay. Let's get into it. There's a few to get through. Opening story. We can skip. Okay, music. Start button to get through to this. Yes. Good guess. Okay, so we constantly run, we can't stop. Okay, in there. Oops. So one hit death. Well, this is quite an interesting concept. This is probably where some of the endless runner games come from the iPhone perhaps. Can't fly straight up. Oh, must be pressing the wrong button for jump. Oh, not a very good demonstration. But that one looks really good. Yeah, well, they're all been pretty good games so far, so let's try the next one. Right, here we go with our electronics art title in a large cartridge, which is Fairy Tale. Intros there. Once again, we'll get straight into it, because we're doing quite a few titles. Now, this is an RPG. So I'm only going to be able to show you a little bit. So you have your hero, the attack of his sword, and your middle button brings up your action menu where you can do various things. You have a little bit of a tail being done down the bottom there. Let's see if I can find the way out, and then probably go the right way. You can find some monster and then probably get killed. As you can see, it's got quite nice graphics. Pardon me. Overview map, you probably can. What's that there? Oh, go. This morning a foe was defeated, one foe fled. So sort of goes like that. Bring up the action menu. I want it. Pick up. Perhaps once again reading the manual might have helped a little bit here, but as you can see it's quite a nice looking RPG. I have played it on probably the Amiga a long time ago, but never the Mega Drive version. Right, let's try the next game. Right, next we have Gearys. So let's shoot 'em up in the bunch. I don't know which button's which, but anyway, we'll soon find out. I have never played this before. Sequence. Right, so you can hold down. Nice colourful enemies. Oops. Oh. Not used to the speed of the shots and my thing in front of me is invincible, or taking button C is going to be potentially a bomb. So I'm going to power up to destroy all the enemies on the screen, sort of thing. Whoops, oh dear. Okay, so you can control the speed. I'll die again. This is really not a very good example of this game, is it? Yes, totally not used to the buttons. It's just not my night. Low, mid, max. Okay, and you can send your guy forward. Once again, that's probably the most rubbish gameplay of Gearys ever. I'll need to sit down and learn about the game's patterns a little bit more, won't I? Alright, so excellent lot of cartridges. I won't do a gameplay of Truxton because I've only done that recently. So now we'll move on to the GameCube titles. Here we go with Super Mario Sunshine. Now this has probably been shown millions of times, but I've never played it, so nice colourful graphics. I haven't actually fired up the GameCube for a very long time. It was actually extremely dusty. Probably the last time I used it was when I used the game GBA player.
Oh, look at that!
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino.
Okay, I'll skip all this because we don't want the video to get too long, and there's probably lots of people out there that have seen this many times. Right, so I've got my initial equipment and got started, and it's you know, one of those games you've got to really get into and complete all the tasks and things like that. It's just training you how to use the water hose. Didn't have to wash this off or something. Like all these games, you've got to complete tasks and you get rewarded with coins and a bit of a boss here to fight or something like that, a paint monster or something. I mean, it's just a good fun Mario game, I'm sure. I'll have a lot of fun getting into. Alright, once again, I won't bore you with the gameplay, it's just a bit of a thing to show you what it's like and my first opinions of it. There we go, that's what we're probably supposed to be doing. I've actually done something. Just got used to the controls. My first sunshine star. See, just like Mario 64, you've got to go and collect all of these. So, alright, well I'll have lots of fun with this game, let's try the next one. So the next game that I haven't played is Metroid Prime. I haven't even played the NES Metroid game, so this is my very first time playing any Metroid game. So we'll only have a quick go, because I won't know what in the world I'm doing until I get into the game properly. Okay, we have us, so we can move around with the left stick. The yellow stick doesn't do anything. We can shoot, and the red one jumps. Aim up and down. Hold the R button, we can aim up. That's obviously past our first little gateway thing. Scan the center pillar. I'll work it out. So, very nice looking graphics. Already looks like a game I'll be able to get into. So we've got to go between different combat visors. got quite nice sound effects. Tap B to jump. So taking us through the intro stages pretty well. The controls feel nice. I haven't used the joystick for such a long time. So we need to use our scanner or something here, do we? So we got some sort of pass there. I mean, it's actually got, you know, quite decent graphics. And you've got to puzzle your way through, I suppose. As you can see, I'm already getting drawn into the game a little bit more already. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Awesome lot of games to pick up from my brother-in-law for not very much money at all. He was very generous with the prices, and some really good games added to the collection. Obviously lots of playability there that these quick gameplays don't do justice. But thank you all to my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.